Disclaimer,
guys,
I don't watch the hair. Don't watch the hair. It's cool.
did you know? Actually, in the comments below,
Everyone knew.
what teams did Scott Parker play for?
Only Gen Z might not know. That's the
Yeah.
only generation that might
What
not know.
teams did Scott Parker not play for? Because I didn't know the answer to that. I only thought
You're
Fulham.
supposed to be
I
a
actually
professional,
actually
you
thought
know?
Fulham.
You're supposed to be a professional.
It doesn't matter. My views are biased.
You need to fix that, bro. You need to fix that. But I'll give you that. You're a good coach.
Because pundits are biased.
That's true.
So I'm allowed to be biased.
Yeah, and they get paid
I'm
for a living.
100% not Arsenal biased.
When they're not qualified. Like Graham Souness. Like some of the points that he spews out. He speaks because he's got a mouth. It's annoying. Like I hate those type of people, man.
For real.
Yeah.
He speaks because there's a mouth in the computer.
He doesn't even use a computer though.
No, he doesn't. But he does it at home.
Because the thing is, he says something about Man United fans only complaining because we're not as successful as City, and we're not as successful as we were before. Whereas when Glazers took over, we protested. We even made a new club.
Did you?
2005 FC United of Manchester. We made a new club, and that's when we just won like the Premier League in 2003, and even 2010 we had like a three-peat. We won 3 Premier Leagues and we won the Champions League like 2 years beforehand, and we were still protesting over the Glazers. So it's not because of like no success, yeah. But he's just speaking. He's
just hating. But yeah, no, I think Arsenal fans, United fans, we just hate our owners. We just hate our owners.
It gets like that. And now they're trying to make amends a little bit. Well, Joe Glazer.
No. Not on this side. Not on this side, man. Your side, maybe.
I don't trust my side at all, though. Because you know that word, like, is keywords. They're trying to repair the relationship they had with the fans. Bro, there was never a relationship. So what you
honestly, what are you trying to repair? Yeah, for real.
It's mad. It's actually
at least
mad.
my ones, they're not even trying to repair. They're just using buzzwords. Trust the process.
Trust the process.
There's reasons to be happy.
But this Ek guy, he's really looking to purchase Asna. Yeah. And apparently he's a big fan as well from what I've heard. So
I don't know, bro. That's how I feel about Arsenal, to be real. I just don't know.
So you support Southall as well?
I kind of don't know and I don't care.
It's deep, man. Would you? What if they got relegated and then you had new ownership as a result? Would you prefer that?
Yeah.
Okay, that's real. That's real
actually,
stuff.
do you know what? I'd support Arsenal more if we. And the thing is, I just want to get this out as well, yeah. Because I'm gonna talk a lot about Arsenal today. I'm gonna talk a lot about everything that we talk about. I'm gonna relate. He doesn't know how I watch. I don't even know what he's looking at. I'm gonna just bring it back. But you could say to me today, what would you change at Arsenal if you could? I know the ownership. Before Arteta, before the players.
Are you just jumping on that now though? Because
no.
Have you been saying that for years?
Since
because Man United Man United fans have been saying the same thing. We're in the same boat.
Because the thing is with Wenger,
except your competitions.
Wow. Wow.
No, we're in the same boat though. We're in the same boat.
Yeah, we're in the same boat.
Yeah.
But we haven't won anything but the FA Cup. That's all we're just winning nowadays, just the FA Cup.
Yeah.
But what was I saying? Yeah, I've been on this boat since Wenger. When he left. It was very apparent because one of the things that he said one time was that entering the Champions League is like winning a trophy for Arsenal, and that's when I knew that our ambition was not there no more. Like top 4 was comfortable, was good for us. So
the thing about Arsenal, Arsene Wenger specifically, is that he cared about the club. Yeah. So even though like there was a demise, his best intentions were for the club. So even with the the fact that it was top 4. Say managers after him, Unai Emery, and that they were caring about themselves, whereas Arsene Wenger knew that without him, the club was just in pear shape.
No, and that's the truth. And the thing is with I'm still very much Wenger needed to go before he even went.
Yeah,
he overstayed his welcome.
It's true. It's true.
He should have left.
It's true.
But the thing is, he should have left at a time because. Like I think I said this in the post that I made this week, is that this has just been a downfall from the last 5 or 6 seasons. If you actually look at Arsenal's results from the last 5 or 6 seasons, it's just been getting lower and lower and lower and lower. We've been falling behind the pack. This is not just something that's gonna.
It's awkward now.
Yeah,
it's embarrassing now.
Do you know that's the worst bit? It's the fact that I'm sitting here right now and you are feeling my pain. It's not even like you're bantering me or anything like. You're actually just here.
It's nothing to banter.
It's like this is poor from Arsenal.
It's terrible, bro.
And it's heartbreaking.
I feel you.
Like
if you finish in like 11th, for instance, like the bottom half of the table, it's like how the mighty have fallen, man.
Yeah, for real. And it's just got worse. It's just got worse. Like people may say, oh yeah, Emery came close to winning this us the Europa League, but his team, his first season, was lower than Wenger.
Yeah.
Then the season after that, he got lower. It's just that the lack of funds for the team. It's just the lack of investment.
Yeah.
It's the lack of ambition.
And it's not just the team as well. It's the whole thing. Because
whole structure.
like you see, like just quick fires. Yeah. The most, like in terms of growing fan bases in Manchester, the largest is Man City.
Yeah.
The second largest is Liverpool, and then Man United, which is mad. In the own city, like Man City's in Manchester. Yeah. But in terms of the new generation, that's the largest in terms of growing fan base, and that's because obviously lack of success in recent years. But the funds need to be put in not just the team but the community. It needs to be put into the academies, the scouting systems, because the fact is Arsenal, Man United and Liverpool, to be fair, have had a head start, especially Man United and Arsenal, because in the Premier League era where bare money went into football, and we won trophies and that, we should be well ahead of City and Chelsea. I get they had billionaire owners,
and you're right. Perfect examples is Man City and Chelsea, because for you it's Man City, for us it's Chelsea. Those are the teams that have overtaken us. Because I can't sit here right now and say to you that Arsenal are better than Chelsea in recent history. We're not.
Yeah, no, definitely Arsenal, not Chelsea. Yeah,
Chelsea have overtaken us by far. When people talk about is London, North London, to be honest with you, is garbage. Tottenham can't claim it, Arsenal can't claim it. Like North London is just rubbish.
You have to do a London.
You have to do a London.
Blue. London's definitely blue.
London is so blue. Like,
because the thing is, 20 years is history, and Chelsea over the last 20 years have won the most trophies out of any English club. So that's the thing. Like even for a Man United fan, you say, Man City are the direct ones, but really and truly it's Chelsea, because we've won more trophies than Man City over the last 20 years. I know that's a big span, but Chelsea are the only ones that won more than us, and it's because they don't really care what trophy they win. Like a Europa League, they're in it to win it. FA Cup, they're in it to win it. Whereas some big clubs might think, ones with history might think, that's less. But it's still a major trophy. So I respect them.
I know. And for me, I'm gonna put it out there. I know Arsenal fans are gonna hate me for this, but I'm not Arteta right at all. The point for me when the point for me when I become Arteta out is the moment I can see that the players are not playing for him.
Okay.
Because then once you lose the dressing board, there's no getting you back.
So what?
The dressing room, sorry, not dressing board.
Dressing board
of dressings.
Your skin's glowing, by the way.
Thank you. China.
Done now. But with the match against Villarreal on Thursday, do you feel like the players are playing for him? Like you just needed one goal. Put up two fingers. One goal.
Do you know what it is? We needed one goal. But Arsenal fans, be honest with you, who's scoring that goal?
You got players though. This
season, who's scoring that goal? Arsenal's
Pepe's been on all right form recently.
Pepe's been in all right form, but genuinely speaking, Arsenal this season have just been so poor in front of goal, especially at the Emirates. Poor. It's been very,
this home thing is so weird this season with no fans though.
And I think it has played a factor. I think a lot of teams have. I think Sheffield United, one of the reasons why they got relegated was not having fans. I think it plays a big. I think people don't understand how much fans actually play a role in the game. And I think, although because obviously players like Hector Bellerin came out and said, sometimes their fans can be toxic. But you didn't have fans and you played even worse.
Yeah, they're more good than bad.
They're more good than bad.
No, for
the
sure.
The fans are definitely a lot more.
Playing at South Ballers, even having some of the people on the touchline saying, go on. You feel it. That adrenaline is just, it raised
push.
a little bit more. So for sure. Imagine 60,000 people being on your side.
It must really, and I think that's been a crazy thing because Arsenal, because as I say, this whole Arsenal decline thing, one of the biggest positives of the season is Arsenal defensively. This is one of the seasons we've conceded the less goals in the last 5 seasons.
It's good that you can take positives. I like those sorts of fans. There's a lot of toxic Man United fans,
because I think it's
jarring.
I think it's so easy to sit here and just say, this person's messed up.
But
even taking Nicolas Pepe for example, this is his best season for Arsenal in our worst season. He's actually been playing one of his best football.
Did you see that Rio interview with Ruud van Nistelrooy about? So basically, Sir Alex Ferguson signed Van Nistelrooy, and obviously he had a reputation, but in the Premier League he wanted to really make a name for himself. So he was so focused on just scoring. Every time he saw Henry score, and he didn't score, he would get vexed, so angry, right? And then I think at the end of the 2002 season, I believe, he was top scorer. Fergie left him out the last game of the season.
Yeah, I've seen that. Yeah.
And then Henry scored and became top scorer. And the thing is, obviously he was fuming. Van Nistelrooy was fuming, but Fergie was like, "We didn't win anything. If you're going to be top scorer, we need to win something. It needs to be contributed towards that."
Yeah,
so like, you know, with Pepe being the top score, like his best scoring season, if you haven't done anything, I can imagine how like other Arsenal fans will be like,
yeah, it means nothing.
It means nothing.
It doesn't mean nothing. But then at the same time, is like, what does it mean for it? And this is what I mean, is that for Arsenal to go out and play West Brom and win 3-1, one is frustrating because you get back to that place of where was this on Thursday, sorry. So you see that there is something there.
Different quality.
It's different quality. Different quality of player, but also a different urgency. Because I feel like the Arsenal players, when they went out on Sunday, they knew. Basically, Sunday was one of those games for me that was very defining on whether the players... Because the players could have gone out there and got a draw West Brom. For me, that would just show they're not playing for Arteta. Because Thursday, I agree, I felt like they weren't playing for Arteta. Then for them to come out against West Brom and play the way that they did and score those 3 goals and be very ruthless. The moment they scored the first goal, they just became really ruthless and they became on it. I was like, okay, cool. I can see that you're actually trying here. Even when it went 2-1 and West Brom scored, they just kept at it. And then obviously Willian scoring took him 9 months to score his first Arsenal goal. Really, and it's just like...
That free kick was sick.
It was a sick free kick, but
I was literally just walking.
Where was that on Thursday? Like, Pepe, where was that on Thursday?
Yeah.
Like, everybody, where was it on Thursday? Like, on Thursday, it just seemed like
that's the thing, man.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know, man.
It's such, and this is why I say that this situation is so difficult, and I think the biggest thing that every fan should, Arsenal fan should look at is where has the investment been at Arsenal?
Yeah, no, that's
there has been no
I
investment.
saw one video of some guy basically outside of Emirates, and there were no protesters there. Yeah. And he obviously, before going into that game, the fans were like, yeah, it's going to be a weekly thing, keep up the momentum. And he was just hotting them up. He was like seeing them chilling, like not doing anything. Yeah. So basically, I don't know, obviously the Cronkies have heard the frustrations of the Arsenal fans, of bear them that first week, right? But I just don't know if it's been continued enough to see some sort of change. Unless, because they're not willing to sell. So unless like Ek comes with an amazing offer that they can't refuse, then you know what I'm saying. And that's the same with the Glazers as well, to be honest. Like, because we know, as we said, we've had a head start. So there's no excuse, because the revenue that we're making is still a lot.
Yeah,
like,
we're making a lot of
money.
money.
We're making the most. Like,
we're making a lot of money. Our fan bases, United and Arsenal's fan bases internationally are the biggest.
So if the owners put more of their own, it's a no-brainer, man.
Yeah.
Like, there's one thing to have a lot of money, but not spending it wisely, that just puts you nowhere.
But even still little things like, and this is why again I'd say I am still very much Arteta. I'm for Arteta at the moment. Is even recently the interview that he did after the loss after Villarreal, is he was talking about how one of the biggest issues this club has had is lack of investment.
Yeah,
you can't deny the fact that the clubs that have grown over the last couple of seasons have invested heavily in their squads. As long as there's no investment, we're not going anywhere.
In world football,
and for him to come out and say that, fans might just be like, "Oh, he's just talking," but that's directed at the Cronkies.
Those are fickle fans, though. Like,
that's directed at the Cronkies, and the thing is as well is, again, switching it is you can say every single day, oh yeah, but Arteta's chosen to do this. Why has he not played this person? Why has he not played that? Why is he playing Aubameyang down the middle? Go back to the beginning of the season when we weren't scoring. Everybody was screaming for Aubameyang to be in the middle. He puts Aubameyang in the middle. Aubameyang was not scoring. Can you put him back on the wing?
But he wasn't scoring on the wing either. Though.
He wasn't scoring on the wing. He wasn't scoring on the front. It's just not been his season.
Yeah.
And the thing is, it's Arteta's fault. But what about Aubameyang? It's Aubameyang's fault too. He's something that he's going on.
The thing is so weird though, when managers come and then they just make players start ticking. Like Tuchel coming in, and then these players that Chelsea fans were saying were dead are all of a sudden, Jorginho's his tactical masterclass, Kante this, Rudiger. People were hotting him up. I used to get my friends saying, no, your defense is actually good. Like I was saying, because when Chelsea played Man United, and
do you know how many times Chelsea fans hotted up Rudiger?
That's what I'm saying. I'm like, no, bro. His attributes are what you want as a defender.
Yeah, I agree with
You
that.
just need to get the best out of him. What he's strong, he's quick. Like he's got a pass and a shot on him sometimes. Like he's good aerially. Like he just needs I don't know to be guided in the right way. And then he's a sturdy defender.
But then the thing is with Tuchel, is this a good feel-good factor? Because another thing that I even said about for me personally, why again I'm Arteta in is when we fired Emery and Arteta came in.
Yeah.
Arsenal never just bounced back.
Yeah.
We went and lost and drew a couple of games before we got our first win.
Yeah.
It was never this thing of just like, oh yeah, we're winning all of a sudden and we're sort of not right. It's never been like that. And from the beginning, this is why I'm just like, do you know what? And one of the first interviews he gave as well, he said that it's going to get harder before it gets better. Yeah. If you said to me, this is the season where the Cronkies sell, Arsenal get investment, and we kick on from here, this is one of the best seasons we've ever had. This is one of the best seasons.
The thing is though, like for me, it's not about. So, are you more Arteta in or not Arteta out?
Not Arteta out.
Okay, yeah, I'd agree with that.
Yeah,
because he's not the sole problem.
He's not
basically.
The sole problem. Yeah.
So yeah,
I think it's a very nice.
Because he could be doing better.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's not the main problem.
Because the thing is, Arsenal fans will say one thing, oh yeah, Arteta out. Let's say for example, next week he signs for, let's say Tottenham. Then he wins Tottenham a cup. It'll be like, oh yeah, but look how good he is. Why did we sack him? Because this is what's happening with Emery now. We were all Emery out 18 months ago.
Yeah.
And then now he's gone. And the thing is, he's not doing that well with Villarreal. In the league, I think they're 8th.
He's not doing well, yeah.
Just because they reach a Europa League final. What if they lose a Europa League final? If they lose a Europa League final and finish 8th, and we
it's just pride though, isn't it? Like the person that you sacked, beating you, him celebrating down the touchline as well. Like it's not the one. But it's the same thing happened with United players, bro. Like not managers. Like Mourinho didn't go on to do anything special, but Lukaku, Young, Darmian, Sanchez went on to win a Scudetto, a bloody Scudetto, one that Juventus have won for the last 9 years, and then they broke it. Like that's very significant.
Juventus might be in the Europa League.
That's I put up in away games. Check that out, bro. Yeah, but they're used to that. You know what I mean? They might be in Serie B again.
Oh yeah, they might get relegated.
Yeah,
because
Serie A is saying that they won't be allowed to be in the league if they stay in the European Super League. So,
but
because then Real Madrid and Barca didn't back up.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Their backup plans there. But that's even.
It's because they're broke, bro. I'm not gonna lie, they're broke.
Yeah, they are. They're broke. But that's another thing as well. Is for me, I understand that the players, the management, those people didn't know about the European Super League. But for the fact. And you know how
to get punished. Yeah, it's unfortunate.
But you know
it's
what?
Unfair.
As much as I was so for the European Super League, in my mind, to think that the Cronkies, where they're like, yeah, let's have the European Super League, a competition that we can't get knocked out of, because you don't want to invest in the club. Yeah, exactly. That's the reason why you wanted to be there. Is because you did not want to get relegated.
Bro, that's why it was such a terrible idea. That's why people were so opposed to it.
This is why I mean, like now I understand it more because I'm just like, although I still think it could have been a good thing if there were a lot more changes to it.
Exactly.
Relegation,
so not that. Yeah,
that specific idea was dumb.
Exactly. Was dumb. You can't do that though. That's like saying, oh, Hitler would have been a good person if he had just not killed Jews.
He did create motorways.
That's what I'm saying. It's like that, but it's like just start again, get another idea, and then you can say that's a good idea. But it was terrible.
Yeah, it literally, it's just hitting me and I'm just like, this is all a mess. And funny enough, Juventus going to the Europa League next season is actually quite interesting. I think Cristiano Ronaldo in the Europa League will actually be...
Bro, I've been saying it, yeah? From when Pogba has had to suffer in the Europa League for years upon years, anyone can get it. Anybody can get it. That's Haaland, if Dortmund didn't qualify for the Champions League this season, which they're still... I think they're 4th at the moment or 5th. Him. The thing is, Messi, I don't see leaving Barcelona unless it's for like Man City, and you don't see them in the next 3 years not being in the Champions League. But in terms of quality, bro, the fact is, Pogba was on the Champions League advert when we were in Europa League this season. He was on the Champions League advert. He's meant to be there. So I don't care, Ronaldo. I don't care who you are. You can get it. It's fine. It's fine.
It's true. Anybody can get it, but that's fine.
I love seeing.
Do you know what would be funny if Juventus don't win the Europa League? That actually means it's actually a really competitive league.
No, it's been getting.
If they actually lose to like Slavia Prague or something like that.
No, that will never happen. But the thing is, yeah, like.
I don't trust Juve, you know.
No, they can't lose to them. But
they can't.
They won't. The thing though, it's like Man United being in the Europa. Like it's just there's levels in it. It's like they're just not meant to be there. So, but that's why the Europa League has been getting better over the last few years because the caliber of teams that have been in it have been almost Champions League sort of standards in it. So, like the fact that Ajax and Roma, although their teams haven't been great in the last year, the status of their club is
still
it's
massive.
renowned.
Yeah.
Arsenal, renowned.
Rangers. Arsenal, let us stay there. We belong. We belong.
No, but I mean, like,
we belong.
Bro, like it's like Roma have never won a Champions League.
Roma
have never won a Champions League.
Have Roma won the Europa League?
I don't think so. So that's what I mean.
Yeah, but we belong. Us and Roma belong.
Yeah, but Ajax obviously big and AC Milan. You know what I'm saying? There's serious teams, so that's pretty much what it is, bro. But but you know, I don't know if you saw, but there was a part where Cavani, so Greenwood like had a little passer with one of the you saw it. You saw it on Thursday night, and obviously he was just frustrated, like, and then he walked off, like, and then Cavani just came in, grabbed my man, and it was like, "Ay, puta, leave him alone, kind of thing." Pendejo, carajo. He was just like, "Nah, that's my young G, and I love to see it, bro." He got a yellow card for it, but he was like, "Nah, that's my little boy." Because the thing is, in training, he's teaching him heading, he's teaching him movement. Like he's
cold.
Of course he is, bro. That's the young boy, bro. That's
the young
boy.
I want to ask you as well.
Postseason Mace.
No. Wow. Mace, Greenwood, Saka, Hudson-Odoi. Who would you keep? Who would you start? Bench yourself.
But the thing is, there's definitely going to be bias, right? But so you know, if you have someone at your club, it's not even that they might be the best. Yeah. But I just wouldn't replace them, not because the others aren't good enough. To overplay.
So I understand your one. You probably start Mason.
Yeah.
But between Saka and who would you bench and who would you sell?
I think that's what you.
No,
I would bench. Because context, I used to basically before people knew about Cho, like I was seeing him in the under-17s and that for England, just doing bits. So I saw his rise, I saw his come up. Obviously, I saw Saka much later, but I think in terms of what he's got in end product, is a bit better than Cho's. But then again, if Cho went to like Bayern, he could be doing mad stuff as well. So hard to. But in order to not sit on the fence, I'm gonna say Saka, bench, and Cho. So
because a lot of people were saying that. A lot of people were having Saka and Greenwood either way. So for me, I would keep Saka. I would bench Greenwood. Start Saka, bench Greenwood, and
Cho's quality though.
He's quality. Yeah. But the thing is, I think what Greenwood and Saka are doing at the moment, like Greenwood, I was watching his finishing, and I'm just like, this guy can finish with his left foot, right foot.
Yeah, he's ridiculous.
He can shoot anywhere.
I love his come up. I'm not gonna lie. Because do you know what? Yeah, obviously, I'll get onto Sancho in a sec. But I've been watching Man United's academies for time, right? Big up to my brother as well. Like I remember even when I was young, you know, when you used to play Football Manager and stuff like that. Like he would read up about a youngster like on News Now. It was some website back in the day, and I'll find that youngster on Football Manager, and then within 5 years he'll be a baller, right? So I've always been on the scouting team. Even when I was young, I was like, this youngster, but I'm a kid, like stuff. Anyway, so but then Greenwood season, like in the under-18s, and that was the first one that I was like, this guy is special. Like, and this was the YouTube era where, he's not even old now, but let's say 3 years ago, where you would actually catch in the under-18s, even without MUTV, you could just catch it on YouTube. He was the first one that I was like, oh my gosh, you're something special. You're scoring every type of goal. You're banging in bare goals as well. Left foot, right foot, coming in from the left, coming in for the right. Now he plays on the right, generally, right? But on the academy, he was on the left. He was up front. He was basically across the forward line. That's what I mean. And the thing is, Sancho, had like some records in the under 18s playing for Man City, in the Northwestern League.
Yeah.
And Greenwood broke every one of those records, like numbers wise. So I was like, okay, if Sancho's doing this stuff in Dortmund, tearing it up, then Greenwood could do the equivalent at least.
Yeah.
You know. So and you're just seeing it come to fruition.
Yeah. No, I'm actually looking forward to England's next generation.
Yeah, that's what we're gonna get onto. Yeah.
Is just going to be ruined by their management.
The management, alright, fair enough, right? But before the management, when I was saying that England will win one of the next.
Oh no, I don't believe that.
But is it only because of the management?
Yeah.
But before, when I was talking about the talent, you weren't feeling it though. You were
like, no, I wasn't. But now,
bro,
but
I'm telling people because I do the scouting thing. I'm really on the scouting thing.
Because in hindsight now, when I'm looking at the teams, I'm just like, okay, just picking up that three: Sancho, Greenwood, and Saka. Then you talk about Grealish will still be in that.
Yeah, but I wouldn't even start them. That's the thing.
Mason Mount will still be in that. Will be in that. Mount is sick.
Should I tell you my starting lineup? Like for England. So it'll be I'll put Dean Henderson in goal. Yeah.
Yeah.
But not other two. Kyle Walker.
Actually, Nick Pope, I'll put second.
Nick Pope, second.
I don't trust him. What's his name? No, don't trust him at all.
But Nick Pope's not great with his feet at all. And I know people say, he's good shopping first, which is fair enough. But be a little bit good with your feet.
Now Dean Henderson's a lot better than him. Well-rounded.
Yeah, exactly. So Kyle Walker right, Luke Shaw left, Stones and Maguire right.
I thought we were talking about complete like under.
Oh no! Yeah. I'm just saying the fact that
the next generation.
The under 17 crop of 2 seasons ago. So the likes of Foden, Sancho, and that Mount, they're serious. So that's what I'm saying. Them injected into the squad currently. Bro, in the next 2 tournaments, they're gonna win something, bro.
I don't think so.
That or next 3, and that's the limit. Because then it's like, you can say, they're gonna win one in the next 50.
5, 6, 7,
But I mean, either this Euros, next World Cup, or the next Euros. Then let me not extend it beyond that.
Foden cold, Mason Mount cold, Grealish cold.
So that's okay. So I got that back 4. Then Rice.
Who'd you have in the centre?
Maguire and Stones.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. Then Rice sitting.
Yeah.
Rice sitting. Then you got Mount and Bellingham.
Okay.
Yeah. That one's a bit of a surprising one, to be fair.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. I think Foden might be too attacking, but I'm not. So the way anyway, let me finish it. Then Grealish on the left, Foden on the right, and then Kane up top.
Do you know what's funny is and I'm gonna piss off a lot of England fans right now.
Yeah.
I don't think Harry Kane's the best English striker at the moment. I think Mason Greenwood's better than him. I think Mason Greenwood at the same age.
In the centre though, like it's a difficult position.
Do you know I don't
your back to goal is so much different. It's so much different.
I've never really been gassed by Harry Kane. I've never don't get me wrong. He scores goals. And that's what he's meant to do. But Rooney, to me, was far better than Harry Kane.
Why are you comparing different generations? So?
It doesn't matter.
Well, it does, because Harry Kane's doing this thing now.
I don't know. I've just never been sold on Harry Kane.
Okay.
Like for me, if you said
who would you rather like up front?
Mason Greenwood.
He hasn't played up front all season, bro.
Okay, Jamie Vardy. Vardy's having a fight.
Wow. Yeah. Okay, so what do you think of Son, human Son?
He's crazy cold.
Okay, cool. Just seeing if it was a Tottenham back.
Yeah. Even, for example, in England, I'd bring Dele Alli.
Okay.
I'd keep Dele Alli in England.
I don't know why you're not gassed back in. That's weird,
I don't know what it is. And the thing is, I'm not denying his goal scoring ability, but I just don't.
Yeah, because that's the thing. It's not only the goal scoring.
Yeah, I just.
As you've seen his assists.
Yeah, I just do. And there's something about him that I'm just like,
It's because he's like proper English, isn't it? Like,
nah, I don't know what it is. Even like Aaron, for example, if you brought in Danny Ings,
that's why, fam.
I'd like Danny Ings.
Over Kane.
Yeah, I love Danny Ings.
Bro. I thought you were a good coach.
I love Danny Ings.
You're choosing
no. So
over
for
Kane.
example, if I was a coach, I'd pick Harry Kane.
Okay.
But as a football fan, I just don't know what it is.
Nah, his goals are banging, bro. His goals are lethal.
Yeah, he's got some good goals.
Exactly, he's got good goals and bare goals. Like what do you want? And his hold-up play, and his through balls, and his switch of play, and his.
But do you know what it is? It is. Do you know what it is? I feel like
he just talk because you got a mouth, bro. This guy just cheats because you got a mouth, bro.
No, I sometimes feel like for example, in the last Euros of World
Greenwood over Kane right now.
Yes. Even like in the last Euros, I feel like he was one of the things that held England back. Because it was all about Harry Kane.
So that's not his fault though.
No, but it is because then the team focuses on him. The team ends up focusing on Harry Kane.
And say you got Foden now, you got Mount, you got like other superstars coming into their own right.
But then they're superstars together. There's no one focal point.
Exactly.
Harry Kane
so it won't be that. It won't be that though.
No, it would be because it will be about is Harry Kane getting the goals.
No.
And it's always has been Harry Kane
as a
getting the goals.
striker, that is what it is generally. Like regardless of where you are in it, like you can say that with Portugal, Ronaldo, like you can Messi, like that's always what it's gonna be, right? Yeah. But obviously other players have to chip in.
Let's look at Argentina for example with Messi, because Argentina have been so focused on Messi, the rest of the squad hasn't put their weight in. That's what I feel like is England's biggest hindrance.
Messi then? Is that what you're saying?
It's a difficult one because of how talented he is, and this is the same thing I'd agree with you with Harry Kane, is that they've got the talent, but then when you're looking at the whole squad, are they causing the squad to kind of drop in standard? Are they causing, like for example, players like Di Maria to think, oh, Messi's going to do it? I don't know.
Do you know what the thing is?
The same effort that
England's issue is that like the media always focuses on one player. Yeah, I get that. Firstly, as I said, like it's not Harry Kane's fault. He's not saying
no.
But the media make it about one player. So if that is a thing, then they need to get rid of that, or they need to start hyping up other players so that they can add their weight to the whole equation. Yeah. So because if he wins the Champions League, like it'll be a big deal. Like the press will be all over him. He'll be going into the Euros on fire. Yeah. Then you got Mount if he wins the Champions League. Then you got the likes of Grealish, who's a maverick. Like he's someone who does things that's unusual, like Gascoigne, like a Rooney, So Rooney's different to Kane in that sense. Like Rooney was someone who picks something up from the half. Well, Kane does pick stuff up from the halfway line as well.
I'm thinking about it. Every single England squad has had a focal point, which I think has been unnecessary because the rest of for example, let's go to David Beckham's era. It was just David Beckham. You forget there was Michael Owen in that team, Rio Ferdinand.
No, but he was a celebrity more. His wasn't like, get it to Beckham kind of. In a way, it was because, obviously,
it was like Beckham was the one that's going to change the game.
Yeah.
It was always about Beckham being the one to do it.
Any ball that he did was basically.
And it's like, what about and it's like I feel like the rest of the players dropped their. This is what I'm talking about. It's dropping the standard.
Yeah, but that's on the players as well. You know?
That's exactly it's on the players as well. But then I feel like the players. Yeah, it's not on that person, but because that player is there, it's like, do you know what? Harry Kane's going to score the goals. And it's like, no, you also put in a shift to score the goals. Everybody else has to put in just as much.
But the thing is, though, like even if it is, say, the plan to get the ball to Harry Kane, I think that's fair enough. As long as you're the one trying to get the assist. Like if everyone else is trying to.
But then as well, for example,
for
example, you have that situation. I think it was in the Euros.
Well, when he didn't square it to.
That's what I'm talking about. Is that it was.
That's just one. But that's one example, and everyone always goes on about that. Like,
I know it's one example. But it's one of those examples.
He probably wouldn't have scored anyway. Like.
No.
We know how Sterling moves.
Yeah, we know how Sterling has his moments. Sterling has his moments. But what I'm saying is that in that situation, what was the instruction given to him by Southgate is if Harry Kane, you're in this situation, just shoot. You're more likely to score.
But you are more likely to score.
Or was it a case of like, actually get your head up and see what's the if you have an opportunity to shoot and score.
He's not a selfish player anyway though. Like the number of assists that he has. So
but that's the system that he was put into this season.
I just feel like.
And the thing is with Tottenham, it's about Son and Kane. It's not just about Kane. There's Son and Kane, then there's Ali, then there's Bell, there's other players that are in
and in England now, like there will be that. Like you don't think Grealish is a maverick, you don't think Foden, you don't think.
But Grealish is playing with him, and Kane has been the focus. Kane is the focus.
Grealish has only started been playing with him. Like he wasn't called up until recently. So I'm just saying what Harry Kane has to offer, is more than any like negative kind of thing. And you know with Rooney, obviously it's different player. Like Rooney he would just run past a man, like hold 3 men off him, like at 18 years old, like built like a flipping 25-year-old bodybuilder, like crazy. Pace as well, exactly. Kane, he does the drop in deep thing and he's good with link up play, but he's not the type of player that's gonna skip past 5 men. You know what I'm saying? So it's it works with what he does. It works. Like he's just a striker up front. He's not the one who picks up the ball right wing, then does the
He's
same.
doing it for Tottenham this season.
Yeah, maybe, but like for England, even if he does that, he's not the only one that will be doing that. Something like that. Like you'll find Foden finding pockets up front. You'll find.
But then that's the thing. That's the thing as well. Is that this comes back to the management again. Is the management going to look at the situation and be like, it doesn't matter who we play as long as we've got Harry Kane. And then they're gonna, and then they're gonna chip
well, you
out.
never know with Southgate. You're right.
They're gonna chip out, and then flipping, you're gonna see Foden not being called up, Grealish not being called up again, things like that. And it's like you can't.
Well, there's too much pool of talent. That's my point. It's too you know, people talk about the golden generation back then. Like one, England are idiots if we don't learn from our mistakes. Two, I think
do not. I'm from Zimbabwe.
You really are. I think that this generation is better.
Yeah, I agree with that.
I think a lot of people won't agree with that. I think a lot of people will say names. They'll be like Ferdinand, Terry, Gerrard. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it was great. Like it was phenomenal. But I feel like even the way that these lot have unified as well, it's just different to back then, fam. Yeah. Like, you know what I'm saying? And you got Mount who will be playing in midfield. You won't necessarily. People always talk about Mount or Grealish, bro. You can play them in the same team.
Yeah, you can.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
actually, I don't know.
And with the engine that Mount has, he's always back, bro. Like, he's not even that left winging type player. He's really actually in centre midfield. That's the way he's been playing for Chelsea. It's just because he gets forward really well. But yeah, Grealish could be like, you know, further left. You know what I mean? Like, I think there's so many options, bro. Like, it's unreal. So my prediction for the Euros is that I just think England or Portugal will win.
I don't think Portugal.
You don't think Portugal?
Yeah. I think France.
Yeah, that's an obvious one. But I can't say too many in it. I can't be like
all of them. I think it's Germany when Hansi Flick goes.
Yeah, it's not this season though, is it?
Next World Cup.
Yeah.
Germany when Hansi Flick goes. Spain, I think, will be underdog.
Oh yeah, true.
It's about it. I actually don't think, because things about Spain as well and Spanish teams and Spanish they've got a way of playing, and it's very difficult to get through them.
True. But then the thing is, I don't think France had a way of they had a way of playing, but it's not. It's like theirs is more star quality. Yeah. That's what theirs is.
Yeah, so France has the actual ability to play the game and actually
because man were better than you. Yeah. Like that sort of thing. I feel like England are low key on the verge of that. They're on the verge of that, but France are still man for man better than them.
Yeah. And then the thing is as well is like,
but England are better in some positions.
When you take a France versus England, a France versus Spain, for example, and a Spain versus England, I think Spain versus England, Spain win. I think France versus Spain, France win.
Yeah, it's weird. But then, France could be England. Anyone could be anyone, really. Yeah. But I think, obviously, Spain are not in their best generation.
Way that Spain are able
They're not in their best generation, though. So I think England beats Spain. Like, out of 10 matches, or let's say 5.
This generation.
Yeah. If you had 5 matches, because obviously anyone can win a one-off match. 5 matches, England win 4 of them.
I don't think so.
England win 3 of them at least.
I don't think so.
In the next, if you were to do it over the span of a month, England win 3 of them.
Actually, no, you could be right. Actually,
no, I'm right.
Yeah,
I'm right.
No.
So yeah, but then,
because that's the thing as well is, and this is what happens with England is, don't underestimate Spain.
No, but they wouldn't though, because it's Spain. That's my point.
No, but I think they would.
What? I know.
Because like you just said, is who's in the Spain squad?
They got upcoming players. There's a new generation. They got Pedri, who plays for Barcelona, sick midfielder.
Oh yeah, Zabal.
They got players who they're not the biggest of names right now.
That's what I mean. Isn't like that's the underestimated.
But it's still Spain though.
Yeah. That's what I mean.
That's like Italy have been like that for a while.
This is why me and you are different to what the pundits would be saying.
No, don't mind the pundits. I mean,
and that's what I'm saying. When they gas in Spain, and even Southgate might be like, I don't even know half the players in that team. Yeah, I don't know who they are. You guys are the superstars. Go out there and do your thing.
As much as I don't really rate Southgate, like no manager in the right mind would be saying that from. You just don't get the motivation from the players. But out of France's attack and England,
I haven't mentioned anything last night. Yeah,
out of France's attack or England's attack, who'd you rather have?
France's.
But have you thought about it?
Mbappe.
Yeah.
Coleman. Who else is on the France attack? I can't include Pogba.
Exactly.
Hold on. Look up the France attack for me. Because I know once I see it,
maybe. But my point was that I knew you would kind of come up unstuck, right? So, is it just because it's the name France? Like, yeah, the whole squad, player for player, maybe, but if
Lamar.
we're just talk about attack.
But Lamar's good, but he's not.
Yeah. He's a good player. You know
Hold on, what would you class in England on? Kane.
You mentioned Bear.
Sterling. You can't class Foden because Foden's midfielder.
What? Oh, okay. You wouldn't play him in the front three?
No, we're actually talking about players that are actually forwards. Yeah. Mbappe and Dembele and Griezmann, yeah, that's the juice one.
So you'd put them over
Kane.
No. I mean, you'd put the actual forward players over playing like say Lamar in like a front three with.
Yeah. I'm actually talking about like the actual forwards, the actual players that are playing front. I thought that was the question.
Because you'll play like basically I'd play Foden and Grealish higher up and Sancho and them, but they're not strikers. It's only really Kane that and
if you're gonna say that and like playing those midfield players forward, then yeah, because then again we've got Pogba.
Yeah, Pogba. Yeah, it's true. It's just he doesn't play like that for France. That's why I didn't really put him. Whereas Lamar sometimes he plays on the left.
Lamar. But Lamar over Grealish.
But it's tight though, it's tight. But yeah, fair enough you would choose France. I just think that it's much tighter than people think.
Yeah, so it is a lot tighter. But I would pick France over because then again, you take that away. You look at that, compare it to England's. Just their actual forwards. At the moment in my head, all I can think about is Kane, Sterling, Calvert-Lewin, but I wouldn't pick Calvert-Lewin over any of those.
Would you pick him over Ben Yedder?
Yeah. But then the England France have Giroud.
Yeah, but you know,
Tammy Abraham,
you know what I mean?
Yeah, no.
Greenwood.
Yeah, England France.
No, fair enough, man. Fair enough. I just think that because France won the World Cup last time around, people are more used to what they have to offer. Yeah. And then whereas England will be coming with a new package.
You're going to be really upset if this doesn't happen, you know. This is all on record.
Exactly, but that's why I'll be... Because now people are on the England bandwagon.
I'm not an England bandwagon.
No, but as in like, they're like one of the favourites now. I hate that.
But England are always the favourites. In every league competition we go to, we're always the favourites.
In Euros, it's like you're like top 4, top 5, whatever. They're in around.
We've been the favourites.
This time, I think we're actually favourites, which I think is mad.
In England, I know. We're always the favourites.
No, I don't. Okay, let's see. Bookies' favourite.
Yeah, it's English bookies.
I don't know. I think there should be general. Okay. Yeah, England and France. Okay, that's terrible.
Okay, do last Euros 2016.
Bookies' favourites to win.
They're coming instead. England and Belgium will be the top 5.
Yeah, top 5. England and Belgium top 5. Okay. It went, yeah, that's what I'm saying. And then let's say even 2012, if it goes back that far. See? So I mean, England went in the top 5 for 2012.
Okay, cool.
But this time around, actually favourites. I'm just like, oh man.
No, they were the top 5.
Top 5. But yeah, it's Euros as well, it's not World Cup. So yeah, now for this, they're actually favourites. I'm like, no man, you lot are jumping on my. I said this from 2 years ago. From 2 years ago, bro. Like for a specific reason. No. Yeah, I said it even 2.5 years ago, and now it's coming to fruition. So we'll see, because that pressure.
No, I'm sorry to say.
But people don't know do you know my reason? The reason will be
because of they won the under 17.
Okay. Yeah. But people, it will come to fruition. It will see, but it's not that deep. England never normally expected to win. Like the fans gassed them, but in terms of realistically, whereas now it's like they're like, oh no, we actually should. Because going into that last World Cup, it was like, it's all youngsters, like they're just spreading them. Now it's like they've come of age. But I thought they were still gonna have that same narrative of they're just youngsters, but no, they're not. So anyway, man, yeah, it's been away games. It's been emotional.
It's been a good one.
Yeah, it's been
Conky out.
Yeah, Glazer's out. Don't know.
Yeah, bring back our clubs. We want our Arsenal back.
We want our United back.
Yeah.
And give it to Eddie Cavani.
Oh yeah, he signed a contract extension.
Yeah, don't know. Big up him still.
Yeah. Still don't think he wanted him, but it is.
We don't want him, but we extend the contract, yeah.
You extend the contract now because you actually see that he's worth out. But last year when you signed him, you didn't want him.
You are so stubborn. But that's how we love you, man.
Yeah.
Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share that with your friends.
Yeah. Also, put in your reasons why you're Arteta in or Arteta out in the comments. Be good to know. Good to hear. And do something for United as well. I don't know what's going on in United. Hopefully you guys win the Europa League. You know what? It's so mad if Emery wins this Europa League.
Yeah, it would be. Yeah.
That's his 5th Europa League.
Oh yeah, but you got all of them with Sevilla, innit? Or...
Yeah, 4 of them with Sevilla.
It's mad. Wow.
Was it his 4th Europa League? It's his 4th Europa League, 5th final.
Because Sevilla won 6 in total.
Yeah, he's got 3 of them. Back to back.
That's mad.
He's a specialist at this.
Who's a specialist of a second tier? Like
he can't win the Champions League.
But even as a team, Sevilla have won 6. What? Like, you know how Real Madrid have won 13? That's bare. Like Champions League, right? Yeah. Who wins bare? If you win in that many, you should be good enough to be a regular in the Champions League. This is what I don't get. But it's like winning the championship. Imagine winning the championship bare
the Europa League. He's not going to win the Euro Cup, just the Europa League.
No, but he didn't win when he was at Arsenal, though.
It's the only time he hasn't won the final.
That's poor.
If he wins against Villarreal, out of 5 finals, he's won 4. What kind of nonsense is that?
Nah, yeah, it's mad. It's mad.
Oh, should we have a look at the, before we go? Should we go for a look at around the world? What's going on around the world? What's happening in Serie A? Well, obviously, Fini won it. Juventus, Europa League.
Yeah, we'll see. Yeah, big up to Inter. Shout out to them.
Table.
Right now.
Inter champions.
Milan beat Juventus 3-0.
Yeah.
So that was a big result for them because that's what's put them at, like, in a good position. There's 3 games left. Yeah. And like they're 3 points ahead of them. And Napoli are ahead of Juve as well. 3 games left. Yeah, 1 point ahead. So we'll see. Yeah. I find Ligue 1 very interesting.
Ligue 1 is interesting because PSG lost this weekend, didn't they?
Yeah, no, they drew. It's not like a loss. The reason I say it's not like a loss is because now they're 3 points behind Lille. Yeah. And there's 2 games left. Only 2 games left, right? But
Lille to win it.
But because their goal difference is so much better.
Yeah.
If they just get level on points, then they're ahead. So, but then at the same time, if Lille draw, then they're still ahead. So they're basically banking on Lille to lose. Yeah. Which, I don't know, the fixtures are like, they've been really consistent.
Lille has been.
Do you know what I'm saying? Like,
Lille basically sold half their team to Arsenal to make the team better. Can you imagine?
But that's like Sporting. Sporting sold Bruno Fernandes and they're about to win the Portuguese league as well. Which is mad, yeah. People didn't really follow Portuguese league.
Nah, I didn't even know Portuguese league was... I didn't even know any of the teams. Oh, wow.
No, you do from that. Don't say them.
Okay, to be fair, I just know 3.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, no, I do know Victoria.
No, you think you do. Because it's in Zimbabwe and South Africa.
No, we played them.
Victoria Falls.
No, we played Victoria. Arsenal played them.
Angel Gomez plays for he plays for Bella Vista. Oh. They're not doing so well. Wow. But he's doing well though. That's the matter. Yeah. So Sporting haven't won in years. Like,
we're good for him to win it. Yeah. Wow, 5 points. Is there 7 games left? How many teams are there in?
18. So 3 games left.
Yeah.
Fam, don't you think it's mad? In the Bundesliga, there's only 34 games. Lewandowski's about to score 40 goals. 40 goals, bro.
He's a machine.
Bro, in Bundesliga, not like in every competition.
Just in the Bundesliga.
In the Premier, I know Premier League's hard, but people are scoring 25. That's a good season. That's a good season. Man's doing up 40.
40s.
What?
Where's Dortmund?
You're silly.
Wow.
That's what I was saying, bro. So
they could be Europa League.
No, they had a good result in the last match.
No, I mean, if they get that loss.
No, but I'm saying they had a good result, so they were 5th. So they're actually just coming back. Yeah, they were comfortably 5th as well. Oh wow. Yeah, they were. So they just come back. Sancho.
Do you know a team that's fallen off of me? Stuttgart. I remember they used to be in the Champions League a lot. Yeah. As in, like, just consistently being in the Champions League.
Same with Werder Bremen. Like,
yeah.
This is German. Schalke as well.
Schalke's gonna relegate.
That's mad, isn't it?
That's mad. Schalke's getting relegated, you know.
But they do that, I think.
Do you know what's funny? Is Mustafi went to Schalke.
Yeah.
Schalke needed help because obviously they'd be getting relegated and they signed Mustafi. To me, that's not a good decision. To me, you deserve to get relegated for the decisions. Mustafi's not the kind of player you decide to try and. But see, these are all good things about Arteta. Go rid of that guy.
Yeah, 5 in a row. That's good form.
That's good. That is really good.
So basically, quick fire.
How the hell do you
the record in Bundesliga is by Gerd Müller, who scored 40 goals, and he's done it 3 times, I think, or so. I don't know. So Robert, he was obviously injured, like knee injury. Obviously, I called him on a first name basis, and now he came back with a hat trick. And no, even the game before that, when his first game back, I think Bayern lost, but he managed to get a goal in the last minute.
Because he needs to catch up.
No, but like he just finds a way.
Yeah, you know that all the time he's been injured.
Yeah,
he just needed to catch up with where he should be.
Do you know what's mad? Andre Silva and Haaland have had great seasons. 25 goals. So he's almost not double. Yeah, really he's 1.5 times their goals. Yeah, that's mad, bro. He doesn't.
But then obviously this makes sense as well. I would not expect anything less.
Yeah, Thomas Miller's. Yeah, he's the guy.
Because there's no way you've got a man scoring 40 goals and nobody has more than 10 plus assists for the team. There's no way.
It's just assists are just distributed. Like. Yeah. But we'll see because there's 2 more matches, so I think Lewandowski should break it.
Yeah, what's the final one?
But what will he get?
La Liga.
Oh, that was interesting.
That was an interesting race.
Yeah, no one's trying to take it.
Nobody wants the dial. Nobody actually wants it. Oh, Real Madrid. This is what I didn't get. How have they got a better goal difference for Real Madrid above them?
Because in La Liga...
This is how you know Real Madrid are fixing this league.
In La Liga, it's head-to-head, isn't it? So they've beaten Barcelona on aggregate more than Barcelona.
But this one's interesting.
Yeah, exactly. So basically, Sevilla played Real Madrid.
Do you know what's mad?
They drew 2-2. Do
you know what's actually mad? If Sevilla win the next 3 games and all these 3 lose their games, Sevilla win the league.
No, but Sevilla were always there. That's the thing. Yeah, they were there, bro. Like, Lopetegui's got them playing well, but they drew the last. Oh, yeah. Okay, they lost the one before, which I didn't realise. Because before this match, they won like 5 in a row. Yeah. And they were there. They were there. But, they had to play like some of the big guns. And,
yeah, but that leap is ridiculous.
So 3 matches, so that would be 9. Yeah, wow. They could.
Yeah, if Atletico, Real Madrid and Barcelona lose their next 3 games and they win all 3 of the next games, they could actually really win the league.
You're moving hypothetical, fam. You're mad.
You know how sick that would be to end the season?
Mad hyper. Yeah, it's true. It would be nice to see Sevilla win because at first I was like, it's sick to see Atletico win, but even more so, it would be sick to see Sevilla win. Like, what?
It's an interesting title race, this one. It's good to see 4 teams in it as well, not just 1 team.
Yeah.
Technically
really
3, but
really
Sevilla on the fringes.
I mean, yeah,
they can't give up. Yeah, they can't give up yet.
Yeah,
they can't give
up. If they beat Real Madrid, though, if they did, then that would have been, like, because they would be on 73, and Real Madrid would be on 74. Yeah. And that would have put them in a much better place. Yeah. But then Atletico drew with Barca as well.
Yeah, all 4 of the teams dropped. They all drew this season,
No one wants it, bro.
Yeah, nobody wants it.
Basically, unless it's still Atletico.
It seems like Real Sociedad they're still trying, but there's no point.
No. What?
Joking because they won.
But basically, matches. It's a hard one because there's 3 left. If there was just 2 left, then you could say yes, Atletico's basically.
Sevilla got. Hold on, go back to the table. I want to see where Villarreal are.
The 7th.
Oh, that's dead of me. 52 points. I think we got more points than them. We do.
Do you actually?
I don't know. Giving up on this.
And you said that in hope. Fam.
No.
Barcelona have Levante.
They should win that.
Then Real Sociedad. Real Madrid, Granada. Yeah. Granada beat Barcelona though.
That's gonna be a tough game for Madrid.
All of them. They should really win all of them though. To be fair, all of the teams in the top 3 now. They should win the rest of the matches.
The final game is Atletico versus Real Madrid. Oh, no, it's not. I was about to say, I thought it was.
No, they've already played each other. But, Real Madrid versus Villarreal. To be honest...
I mean, even Sevilla got easy games.
Yeah, no, but all of them should actually win all of their remaining matches.
Yeah, they should.
Yeah, so in that sense, it's Atletico's to lose.
Yeah, it is.
It's Atletico's to lose. So well done to them. We'll see.
It's been all games.
Yeah, man.
Thank you for another week.
Thank you.
See you guys next week. Oh, see you guys Friday.
Bye.
We're going to do our predictions on Friday night now. Tune into our YouTube to see our predictions for the weekend. Arsenal going to lose to Chelsea, by the way. 7-3. 7-0. 7-0. 7-0. Chelsea going to be at 7-0.
Chelsea don't even score like that. You really just don't rate Arsenal at all.
No. 7-0.